Okay, in an attempt to explain why I think the piece of software that we're going to sell is better than anything that exists now, I want to show you how to make a word search puzzle using a piece of commercial software called 123 Word Search Maker. And this is the best free or for pay puzzle maker that I've found on the internet. It's usually sold with a companion puzzle maker called Crossword Weaver that makes crossword puzzles. And you can get the two of them for about $50 US. And they're not a subscription service. Once you have them, they're yours forever, but you can only use them on one computer. So should you know, lose your computer or it crashes, you'll have to buy the software again. This is what you'll see if you open up the software. And one of the things that I think is a weakness of this product is that the instructions and the interface is all in very small, hard to read print. And here you can see that everything that the user looks at is jammed into the upper left-hand corner of the screen, and all this area to the right on the bottom is left unused. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a new puzzle. They store old puzzles so you can uh, adjust or adapt things you've done before to your current needs, but we'll make a new puzzle. And they offer four options of puzzles. One is just the standard word search. One is a word search with a hidden message, so that after you've circled or colored in all the letters in the hidden words, the letters that are left over will write a little message. You can also make a word search with clues, which is sort of like a crossword puzzle and word search together, where you have clues that tell you what words to look for rather than them being in a word bank. And then finally, you can have the hidden message and the word search with clues mixed together. So those are our options, but I'm going to just do the standard word search puzzle. Now, this is the interface for putting the words that you'd like to be hidden in the puzzle into the software. But before we do that, there's an important step that we have to take, and that is to choose the directions that the words are going to be read in, right? Because you can have 8 possible directions, right, shown here. But there's really only 3 in English that we use to read words in commonly, right? We have horizontal left to right and top to bottom, and then diagonally from upper left to lower right. So I'll just get rid of all of these. I don't think this is the best way to display this, but it's not bad either. And now we can continue. And now I'm going to put the words that I want into my puzzle. I'm going to do a puzzle that's on the theme of barnyard animals. So got lots of dogs on farms, cats, the cow, hit return, pig, hit return, horse, have a horse on the farm. Maybe you'd have a frog, a mule, donkey, hit return, chicken, hit return, duck, goose, sheep, goat, and there we are. Those are my words. Now I look back at that and I think, oh, maybe frog was a bad choice. So I'm going to take that out. I can just go up and put the mouse here and click and then backspace, and now we're all good. And I can enter a title for my worksheet. So I'm just going to call it Animal Puzzle. And I can choose the dimensions of the grid where the letters are hidden. So I'll take this 12 here, make this 12 over here. And now, because there's no spell checking as you enter the words, you can have an option down here to check your spelling. Right? So we just see, yeah, chicken is misspelled. So I can go in here, Chicken, and then change that. And I don't have any other spelling problems. So I click next, and that creates the puzzle. And we can see here's the grid with the solution shown. And we can click over here to see the word list. And over here to see the actual puzzle without the answers being given away. And then we can look here and see the puzzle itself. Now, I don't think this is the highest tech possible version of a worksheet. And when I use this piece of software, I actually never used it to make the worksheets. I would just copy out the grid and then do all the typing on a separate word processor and do the puzzles that way. But one of the things that I would like to change in this puzzle, and that I can do with their machine, is the instructions. So if you look over here, there's an option called instructions, and this is the instructions that they have here. And I'm just going to take those out and write something in like I would have written to my students in Taiwan, who I treated not like I would Canadian students. For example, I say, hello, babies. There are 12 names of animals hidden in the puzzle. Whoops. First student to find them gets 1 million new Taiwanese dollars. I didn't save a lot of money when I lived in Taiwan, probably because I did things like that. Now you can also change the size of the puzzle grid. Now I think that's done under change appearance. So if you go here, say you want it to be super, the largest size. They don't have a sliding scale here, right? You can just pick. You want it tiny, you want it small, you want it large. So there we go. So, and it looks from this that what's changed is the letter size, but the size of the grid itself hasn't changed at all. And you can see now I'm pretty much finished. There's a place where you can hit preview. If you can find it. Here we are, preview up at the top. So let's see. That's what it's going to look like. Okay. And so, oh, there's one more thing that you want to do. Get rid of the preview. Handouts you give to students, it's often a good idea, if you're going to collect them later, to have the students put their names and some identifying information on the handout. So where that's done in this is under an option over here called Worksheet. And you have a choice of asking the students to enter the information you want on either the left side of the worksheet or the right side of the worksheet. So I'll just pick some things here. Name, date, and class. That's good enough. And you'll see that's been added to the worksheet, but it does take up a little space because it's listed vertically. And so what you've done here is get your letters all cramped in. So I think I'm going to adjust and change the size. We'll go just to extra large, recommended for young children. Whoops. And that seems to have helped it, but it's none too big. So anyway, there's the worksheet. made with 123 word search maker, and it's not bad at all.